Welcome back, everybody, to your daily dose of Diablo. For today's episode, where we ask the question, how good is Novice Cho at Diablo 2? Now, Novice Cho is a Korean speedrunner who has put up some pretty good times in a variety of categories, but the category I want to watch today is the Hell Sorceress.
하나도 안 하는데.
This is a nasty. I don't think I've fully watched this run, but this is a pretty. I've tried doing some of this run before. It's a pretty rough run to do. Interesting. He likes his scrolls up on the top right there. So I will try and give some commentary on it. We will also maybe watch on I don't know if I want to watch 1.25 speed. Throwing knives. Charge bolt. I will try and give some commentary on all this stuff as he goes along. Throwing knives are a really great first early drop. Also, he has a super chest right here, so lots of goodies to come down. Doesn't look like he gets that great of items out of it, but he gets that chipped emerald at the very least. So, obviously, having some chips can be just nice. But like a hand axe isn't worth that much money, maybe 100 gold. Whereas, like I was saying, throwing knives are worth how much are they worth now when they increased it? It was 480 before, and the quantity went up by 50, so maybe another 240, so maybe they're worth 720 or 600. They're worth 600? Okay. They're good. It's really nice. Yeah, 600 gold for the throwing knives. So, really just a nice boost. Yeah, for Korea, woo! So also has strangling gas potions, which on the sorceress are extremely helpful. You really, really, really want to have strangling gas potions in this run. Is it 720 for throwing knives? Or is it 600? I felt like it was 720, but... So it's going to go down and do the den. This gets you +1 skill point, which is really helpful. Getting javelins is also really nice because you can throw. So being able to throw the jabs does more damage kind of early on than your charge bolt on anything that's like tankier than a fallen. You can just one-shot them. It is 600? Okay. Maybe it's 600. I don't know. Either way, it's very good gold for just kind of a random thing. Yeah, it was nice claw. Yeah, so he's just going to go through Den. Again, you get the +1 skill point, and you get the ability to respec later on. And this will just be useful because he's going to start out the run in Frost Nova, but you can't really take Frost Nova in, long, right? You kind of can. There actually is or was a strategy that 327, I believe, was trying out, where you do continue to play with the Frost Nova all the way through. And so you play, you play like Frost Nova through to, I don't know if you do it through to Hell Bale or you just do it through like a couple of acts or whatever. And then you have to use some other stuff to kind of help kill bosses and things. Maybe, yeah, I think it was actually through normal. He used Frost Nova the entire way. And he just did a no respec Frost Nova. So it's technically possible, but it's not that great. So instead, just gonna come in here and do this, right? Better to get that respec. So most of the time, you're either going to see the respec at the start here, or you're going to see the respec. That was nice jab throws. You're gonna see the respec, or like the Den of Evil done at level 18, or after, like right before the Canyon of the Magi. So you go through kind of the Arcane Sanctuary. He's looking for plus charge bolt really fast. Didn't really give an entire look on it.
Moo.
That was a little interesting. I like the idea. This is good mechanics right here to save quit when you have this far vendor. Thanks, Excalibur. God, his load times are terrible. Yeah, so like that can just be a nice way to get back to that waypoint a little faster when you have waypoint far left. Skill Shrine, extremely helpful. So, you know, want to try and maximize this as much as you can and really get some, get to Rakinishu pretty much and get your experience off of Rakinishu. So that's kind of the main focus when you get this Skill Shrine. Obviously, if you have a boss or something on the way, then you want to fight like the boss. But otherwise, you just want to really go run to Rakinishu as fast as possible, because with the Skill Shrine, I was a little slow to react to, like, he saw those stones right here. It's kind of a slow reaction there. Maybe it was reading chat or something. And then a nice step forward. Ooh, has a staff right there. Hopefully can get plus to charge bolt on it. Plus Frost Nova or something would also be nice. Ah, whoa. +3. And I don't know if I love fighting the champion skellies here. Feels like he really just wants to hit 6 if he can, but I think he just bolt. Why respec so early? Well, he's not respecing that early. He'll respec either way. He'll do that later respec, but it's what time you do the den at. So sometimes you can just burst through the den, and that's just really nice. Wow, that was I wanna see. Okay, so he, oh, then he puts on. Okay, that was really nice menuing. Yeah, I know he wants to use the staff ASAP, but champ experience isn't that good. If that is a +3 to Frost Nova, I am surprised that he did not stop and Frost Nova those guys with an experience shrine. Like, yes, skeleton archers are not the best. There's better things to Frost Nova for sure. But if that's actually, maybe it's +3 to warmth or something. I don't know. I'll have to see when we get to the skill. Okay, he has a boss group right here. And he has a camp as well. I kind of like that, pulling it all together. Yeah, he doesn't have plus to Frost Nova. He would just go in and Frost Nova and not be gassing all this. Change the video speed. Should I just set it to like 125 or should I leave it as is? Now he's going to be jamming a lot into energy because the strats for this are very, very mana intensive. That was a really nice level 8 as well. And he's also going to save his light mana potions because those are extremely useful for your teleporting. So the way that this strategy works is you go and get... Oh, this is getting in the way, no wonder. You go and get level 18 as fast as you possibly can. You do this by rushing to the jail and getting a map that, honestly, you'll only get about 1 in 20-ish times. So it's not very good odds. So you have to get the map with the spawns as well. Yeah, he's going to leave those guys alone. That's probably a good call. Oh, nice. Yeah, you always want to check the rings as well. See if you can get 10 FCR because every bit of FCR is just like such big value in this run. Again, not just through normal, but through the entire game. Because every breakpoint you can get is just another teleport speed, right? And because you're just teleporting, that's just like worth so much. So yeah, especially because that wasn't +3 Frost Nova on that staff. I really don't like that champion killing. That was just kind of slow. I'd rather just go kill a couple Fallens really quickly and then be good. Very similar experience, honestly. So yeah, you want to rush here, and then there's 2 tiles. I've explained it in another video, but I can kind of explain it here again. There's 2 tiles that will guaranteed have champion packs on them. And Champion Fallen are kind of bugged with how... It's not bugged exactly, but the way that they implemented it, it might actually be bugged with the 500% experience for the minions. The way that it exists is it is extremely good. The amount of experience you gain is massive. I mean, you might as well grab the imbue and grab the stamina shrine. Oh, so this is going to dead end, unfortunately. I feel like, because he's level 8, he might as well grab that imbue. You can use that on an orb or something a little later. Oh my god. It was there. I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought it was the imbue as well. Like, I'm going to fault him on map reading. But I kind of thought it was also leading towards the imbue. Maybe just the way a torch looked or something. -1 map read, though. Because like I say, you might as well go in and check it. So here you go. You get this tile right here. Oh, and he got a really good setup. He has the waypoint right next to it. And then you get the waypoint, and you reset. And depending which way you approach the tile, it'll have a different mob type. But it'll always be that mob type in normal. So he has to see. And wow. It's still, I was going to say, I think it will be archers. But, okay. No. So that is the second guaranteed champ pack tile, which he could have made that run. It wouldn't be quite as fun. It'd be a little longer. Okay, so he's going to go for level 3 strats. So there's 2 ways to do it. Level 1 strats are the fastest if you get lucky, which he did. He got 2 champion tile packs right next to each other. So he did get lucky there. He just got unlucky in that he didn't actually get the right champions within it. So that'll always roll Skeleton Archers and Ghost instead of Fallen. But he's going to go instead look for level 3 to have one of these champion tiles right next to the waypoint. And then he can do that. This is also kind of a trash map a little bit. There it is. No. It's across and then down. So yeah, you just want to really... Yeah, this is a world record VOD right here. We can give it a little volume. See how much he speaks or doesn't speak.
이것도 불길함을 감지할 수밖에 없는 맵인데 길 막는 검지요.
Put it right there.
홀프 검지.
It's nice to sometimes have a little bit of sound with it.
내가.
So here he goes, level 3. He's going to look for that same thing, and there we go. He gets a champion pack. You can see it's skeleton mages, but that is coming from this side. This is annoying. Okay, so this is not actually a good setup. He actually had a godly setup in level 1, but his level 3 is not very good. Grabbing that experience shrine is kind of worthless because you're just going to save quit. I don't know what you're really... You're going to try and find a boss group in here, but you just want to get champion... Yeah, I guess he was hoping there'd be a champion fallen pack in there to kill. I don't know if that's worth... I think you just do this. You just rush as fast as you possibly can. Nice use of telekinesis there. And the nice thing is he does get to check that shrine again. But yeah, so now, because he's coming from a different direction, he hopes for Fallen, and there we go, he does get Fallen. So, a little slow, right? That is not the fastest by any means. And the way that I am saying that is, he is level 9 right now in the normal Sorceress world record. Well, now he's 10. Look how fast you level up here. In the normal Sorceress world record, before he even got here, he was level 18. So 327 was already level 18 by this point and teleporting away. Thanks,
어디
Corpus.
가니?
But that one shows just how fast you can go if you get it on level 1 and a really good level 1. And 2 also shows just like how ridiculously fast you can level with these strategies right here. I mean, it's just, look at that. Like every time he comes in, it's just level.
아니요, 아니요. 헬러는 안 따였어요. 헬러는 40분 때 그냥 찍으려고 하는 그런 느낌? 50분 때는 너무 밋밋해서.
So it's pretty,
이왕이면
it's a pretty
하는 김에 하는
crazy
거죠.
strategy.
노멀맵만 보고 다 처리하기에는 너무 아깝잖아요. 야. 이제 이거 바꿔주고.
Now, something to also note is, yes, the normal world record had 18 at 12 minutes and 30 seconds or something around that time.
아, 저 롱스텝 먹을 걸. 나갈 때 봤네.
But even let's say if he gets at like 15 minutes here, 16 minutes. One, he already did the den, which there wasn't the den done at that time, so that's like 40 seconds you can add. 2, it is a hell run that he's doing, and so, it's like 2 hours long. So a couple minutes, is not as big of a deal breaker there as it is on like the normal record, where, the normal record is what, 36 minutes and something. So you don't really have a few minutes to spare there as much, but on the hell, it's like you have a lot more places that can really just be annoying.
나머지 대충 넣고.
I was a little slow on his decision making there for it's a light mana potion or light health potion. Don't waste your time. Yeah, I don't love taking like that much time to go shopping, because right now he is also trying to run for the normal record, you can see, and then he's going to shift it into a hell run, and maybe he's already decided that he's shifting it to a hell run, but again, you don't really have all that time. Now he's doing a really good job picking up the potions, so this is definitely solid, because again, the more light mana potions you can have, the better it is. Trying to teleport off of minor mana potions is the worst feeling ever. It's just absolutely atrocious.
그만 때려.
So you really want to, if possible, be able to teleport with having a bunch of light mana potions that you pick up throughout. So just, you're going to try and save those as much as you can. But yeah, I wanna watch and see a little bit more of. He's gonna go over here and sell some things and stuff. It's a good idea. Ooh.
그럼 20팩이잖아. 이것도 잠깐 낄까? 오케이. 이러면 20팩 좋아요. 좋은데 진짜로.
I'm not sure if that was 10 FCR or 10 res of some other sort.
노멀 할 정도의 속도는 안 나올 것 같고. 일단 헬러 스타트로 상당히 좋은
I am not certain.
밸런스를 가지고 있습니다. 이설 이빨.
Okay. And he gets a nice unique boss on the way. It's helpful. He's got a ton of light mana potions stocked up. It's actually really nice. I would say he's had a little bit of.
그렇죠. 이제 벨트도 나와서.
He's been a little bit unlucky
템창이
with
좀 효율 안
the
좋은
density.
건가.
This isn't like the most dense area for
근데
sure
경속만 한 번 나와주면 되는데 저 옆에 있는
that he has on this jail.
그게 절대 안 나와주네 여기. 얘 경속 딱 하고 맛있게 한 번 나와주면.
Yeah, he's definitely resigned himself to this being a hell run.
곤란하게 하네. 매우 강함이라. 쟤는
Just from timing. Yeah, he definitely has some FCR.
스킬 써. 그래.
I'm not sure if it's 10% or 20%. Because he has that wand as well.
이건 액트 2부터 속도가 좀 붙을 거예요. 단점이라고
There's
하면
got to be a translator
그게
somewhere
없다는
in
거지.
chat. Chipped rubies can sometimes be nice to pop in a helm or an armor or something, but
이미 사라진 지 오래인 것 같군.
again, if it's a hell run, then you know, yeah. Here we go again with the
뭐가
really bad
생각보다 많이
density,
안 나죠.
and it still ends up being like okay experience, but you really want to get better than this.
더 맛있게 나와줘야지 그래도 좀 할만한데.
The only thing is, I don't think
자꾸
the Ami actually
최소
had
단위로
10
많이
FCR.
나오네.
I think it's 10 from ring, 10 from wand, and I think the Ami is not faster cast rate. That's just how my gut feeling on it.
이미 사라진 지 오래인 것 같군.
Which still 20 is amazing to have if he has 20. He might be. It's oh, the
너무
density.
계속 나오는데 이러면서 곤란해.
Yeah, he's mad about it as well. I mean, I don't blame him. That's horrible. That's been really bad.
톱하지 하나 먹어줄 거.
So we can skip a little bit of this piece. Better density there.
20대 많이.
나도
이번 타에 레벨업 애매하게 안 되겠다.
As he just levels to 18 really quickly. Okay, he'll get 18 right here.
끝까지 조금 나오는 거거든.
We all understood him right there. Exactly. Some things are universal.
이제 1인방 맞추고 갑시다. 많이 오래 걸렸다.
한기가 뼛속까지 전해지는.
Let's take a look at his map reading here.
오 나이스.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
만화가 부족해.
Here you can even see try and teleport on light mana potions is still not great. Is that quick cast next to HP? Yes. He uses quick cast. I don't like it personally.
만화가 부족해.
The only character I didn't mind it on was the Fire Druid.
근데 설정 멋대로 바뀌었어. 급한데 1시가.
What was that? He changed his resolution?
아니 좀 와. 좀 귀여워. 미친놈이세요?
That was kind of funny. She just was like, I'm not gonna walk. Yeah, the FCR is more useful for like you're casting a Frost Nova and things like that a little bit, and then later on, obviously, it becomes even better once you get better potions. So Act 3 and on, it really starts to be nice.
나머지
He's got decent money. So, yeah, that was his Act
Are we
1.
Korean now?
20 minutes, definitely a little bit slow. I mean, slow to get to the thing and then not great density and a little bit tough running. You know,
만화가 필요.
to a waypoint. Pretty good checking, I feel like. I do think he's leaving like the tiniest bit of gaps that could exist,
만화가 부족해.
but it's very minimal. And by gaps, I mean
아이고
불가능해.
by gaps, I mean he's leaving like just. He should be checking, I feel like, a little bit closer in. But he's doing a pretty good job of not just like riding the walls, which is very easy to do.
만화가 부족해.
So we'll see where like Halls of the Dead ends up here.
만화가
Ooh, nice jump. Not really any waypoints there. I guess he has Dry Hills waypoint at least, which is nice. But
만화가
yeah, Claw Viper always sucks. Nah, it's gonna be some terrible map.
아우 맵이 어떻게 된 거야 이거?
It's gonna be a wraparound.
만화가
Yep.
부족해.
The classic. It's always a wraparound in the Claw Viper Temple, man. 50-50, I swear.
맵이 너무 엇가잖아 이거.
안녕하시오.
I do not know what the resolution change was at all. It's very weird. Okay, so he knows where his maggot lair is here. Here he's just going to do a little bit more exploration.
어디에 있는 거지? 예측이 안 되는데.
Go for the halls. Okay, gets it. Nice.
만화가 부족해.
Okay.
만화가 필요해.
Nice halls, level 1 and 2.
만화가 부족해.
Unfortunate level 3 there. Another wraparound map. Gross.
불가능해. 만화가 부족해.
It's a bit wider now. Maybe.
이번에 마고트를 찾아야 되는데 생각보다 좀 걸릴 것 같죠? 마고트 찾는데.
어서 오시오.
여기서 찾는 게 더 빠르겠다. 저기까지 머니까. 매참? 아 저기 있었구나. 맞다. 처음 찾아놨었지.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, he got a little unlucky not getting waypoints there, but he was able to find stuff pretty well and stuff. He's gonna need to go get potions.
이러고 이제 포션 좀 사러 갑시다.
No, nothing else to do there.
전에 도움이 필요하십니까?
Okay, looking for
이런
his
거 하나 도 있네.
3 socket. I actually think his item reading speed is pretty good. This is world record run, yeah. He's a little slow in his menuing, but his reading is really solid.
뭐야?
Oh, there it
머리
is.
위에
Nice.
있어.
But he's just a little slow in his decision making, I think, around with it. Menuing and decision making.
생각보다 오래 걸리는데. 처음에 하나도 못 찾아가지고 제대로.
Why not repair the belt?
웨이포인트나
Because
이런
it
거
doesn't
다
matter.
써가지고 시간이 좀 걸리는데.
So, a belt is going to be going to hold it regardless. So,
만화가 필요해. 이곳은 실제로 현실을 왜곡시키는 흥미로운데.
오,
nice.
원스 라인.
First way.
제발. 휴.
Oh, I wish I knew what that was like.
나이스.
I wish I knew what that was like.
스토를 하고 갑시다.
Okay, so now he's gonna respec. Again, I like his small minor adjustments.
처음에 이번 힘 30까지 찍어야 되네.
3회 단위 그대를 환영하오.
Ignore the split, just focus on the overall time.
혹시
Now
모르니까 이것도
he's-
가져갈까?
I mean, that was an insanely good respec.
이속해 뚜껑.
Really
하나
good
더
shopping.
있네.
Yeah, you might want to grab another. Oh, nope. Okay. I am observing, watching Novice's world record run here.
Defiance.
Yeah, that respec was really solid.
만화가 부족해.
He definitely has some weird clicks here and there. I mean, I think we all do, right? But
불가능.
but he did a really good job respecing, resetting all his skills, making sure he had everything going, etc., etc.
이건 너무 독이 아프니까.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
잠깐만 말고.
I feel like he
할게요.
could
너무
have
아파.
kept going in
네,
because he does have the
렉스에.
mercenary and he's going to feed the mercenary the potion. So the mercenary should be able to tank appropriately where he did not need to go back to town. So I do think that was a little bit of unnecessary time loss. Like he could have just come in here and used his couple of health, you know, his health pot would
습관
be
같은
fine.
느낌이랄까. 먹을 게 이거밖에 없네.
Yeah, he's got a very good
Oh, yeah.
telekinesis game. It's kind of hard to judge a little bit with him because I feel like certain things he's pro. He's like as good as you're gonna get with it,
그러니까 이왕이면 다홍치만.
and like certain mechanics. But then some of his other mechanics are a little
파장인데 못 쓰네.
not like bad, but just a little bit off, you know.
근데 이게 더 부시잖아.
Rip.
에테리얼이라.
Didn't.
이게 에테리얼 좀 세거든요.
Oh yeah.
너가 퍼렉스 줄 거야? 그래 그래. 포렉스라면 얘기가
Interesting.
또 달라지.
Go for a partisan there, yeah. Should just be potion belt popping at this point once you have the belt, but it's very minor.
뭐 참.
Ooh,
혹시 나
a
기대해
Tal rune. That's actually really nice because Ethrune's a little easier to come by out here and stuff. So if he could find an Eth as well, that would be massive. That could be extremely good.
웨이포인트.
Oh, sorry, Poleaxe.
거대습 지은 거 확인했고.
만화가 부족해.
약탈자 없는 것도 확인이 됐고. 다음 턴까지.
Yeah, so now you're going to kind of spend your time leveling a little bit, mostly in the Flare jungle. His Flare jungle reading is a little bit.
이러면 여기
Messy.
다음 맵이 오긴 안 오네.
You already were
안
through
온다고
there.
하네요.
Yeah, I don't like his
지금
map
틀려버리네.
reading in Act 3
어,
so far. But yeah, you want to basically be leveling up to like 24. Just so you can, there's a level penalty at 25 that you want to be able to break, and if you do get to 24, then you can get 25 off ancients, and then you don't have that penalty anymore to deal
약탈자까지
with.
잘 왔는데.
Oh wow, and he also got the Flare jungle skip, or the Great Marsh
이게
skip.
높은 확률 그거 같죠? 역시.
Jealous.
잠깐만.
Interesting. Close one.
후후 불면 꺼지나 혹시? 불이?
Yeah, good job picking up money items.
불이 불어서 꺼졌나? 저 UFC 잘 안 봅니다. 진짜 막 친구들이 막 이거 재밌어라고 하는 거 아닌 이상 거의 쳐다도 안 보는 느낌? 오 뭐야? 이게
Oh
이게
my
나와?
god, he literally found Tal F.
용병 왜 뒤졌어?
Oh my god.
대추 일단 나부터.
That's insane. He did miss a breastplate there. Maybe it was damaged or something and not really that great. That's so disgusting. Literally just lucks into Taleth on the run.
네, 스타트로는 완벽해요 거의. 완벽하다고 말한 이유가
Wow.
지금 반응이 벌써 완성됐거든요.
Absolutely disgusting, you guys.
말이
I
안
don't
되는
even
겁니다.
know what else to say about it. I'm just... First way Arcane Great Mars skip into Tal F dropping. This run has definitely turned around nicely for him. Where it's like, okay, this is what I'm saying. Oh, you were a few minutes slow in getting your level, you know, 18. Doesn't matter. You got first Arcane, you got Great Mars skip, and you got a stealth on the way. That kind of makes up for it, you know.
만화가 필요해.
I don't love the decision to try and kill this group. This is, you're wasting your
텔
time.
하나 때문에 도망갈 방법이 없네.
더는 못 들겠어.
You just gotta leave
바로
Zealots
못
alone.
때리는 게 한이다.
I need to eat some more kimchi, man. I need this RNG.
불가능.
If he finds a Thul and an Am as well and doesn't have to do any Nightmare Towers, it's truly broken.
불가능해.
Yeah, he's got no room.
아하.
Everything is truly broken. Costco kimchi's good. Is it? I've really wondered about the Costco kimchi. It's just like a, you know, a nice little tub of it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love kimchi, but I've bought kimchi at a variety of places,
Waypoint.
and it hasn't been good. Like I've gone to various stores and things, and it just it doesn't taste nearly as good. What's he doing here? You could have got your mercenary in Act 1 though.
2억까지 줄게 용병아. 내가 풀템 줬는데 설마 일 못하진 않겠지.
Oh, he converted to hell a long time ago,
너를
100%.
위한 풀템이다 용병아.
Even just because he's over leveling and everything. Yeah, obviously you still can't get norm record, but
설마 용병이 일을 못한다는 걸 말도 안 되는 소리를 하지 않겠지.
I need to make it myself.
오르무스에게 가져가야 해.
How do I make it? I mean, I could ask my friend. My friend's dad used to make kimchi all the time. It was so good. Oh my gosh. You just sit on the floor and have a giant bowl and just be stirring it up, making it. But yeah, I've gone to a couple stores and I've gotten a couple brands, and I just
용병아 배고파.
haven't liked any of the brands that I've tried yet.
밥은 먹고 살아야 될 거 아니야?
So maybe I'll make it myself. Find a good recipe or something.
안 돼.
Okay. Have your brain. Save quit. Good save quit so you can talk to Mashif. Dude, his loads suck. You know, this actually makes sense. I should start doing this in my run. Good theory crafting. +1 theory crafting.
안전하게.
That's going to be faster to Alcor than running yourself. Because I do that in other instances, but I don't do that when I'm running up to Alcor, and
그럼 또 얘기가 달라지는.
I really should.
Tips on cutting down load times. Mine are also awful.
So run your frames at
생각 이상으로
uncapped is good, but it can also be a little bit not as good.
20팩에 딱 비싸. 비싸.
20
비싸.
FCR, but it also had plus skills and was expensive.
아니 다 비싼 것만 주면 내가 살 수 있겠냐고요.
But max frames can also be a little laggier
돈이 많으니까
for
일단 비싼 거 주고
the in-game
보내.
play. It wasn't for me, but it does
소설이
mess up
거지예요. 돈 없어요.
my streaming. So instead, change your frames to
비싼 줄 거면
120
챙겨주던가.
in the game, and that will help your load time. And then additionally, I have a video for increasing it where you literally like extract and download all the files onto your computer essentially, and then it loads much faster.
찬다.
Again, I don't love his decision making on monster fighting. I feel like he loses a point on this. He's taken a lot of fights with a lot of mobs that, like even that right there, there's not really much reason to go fight a couple itchies.
자폭맨 하수인이라도 잡아야지. 아픈데.
Alright, you want to fight the dolls, you go right ahead.
용병이 상당히 딱딱하네요.
You go
그냥
right ahead.
라이팅 대놓고 잡아도 안
Yeah, he's
죽잖아.
got decent menuing. But yeah, that's kind of been one of the best ways to improve it. Or the two best ways.
잠깐 맵이 있다고.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so it's either down low right over there. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Or it was going to be a center mapper. Yeah, he moves pretty well though. I feel like he plays similar to my style, where it's like decent menuing, item read speed, all that. Map knowledge could use a little bit more. Decently high skill, mechanically, some decision making issues maybe. I do like his choices here though. I mean, I do think his theory crafting is actually really high, the score I give for that. Just because he's utilizing a lot of things that you don't see in many runs, such as these chambers right here. Oh, that's so nice. Experience shrine. Watch his experience right now. Watch his experience. Just look at the bar. Oh. So good.
용병이 생각 이상 도움이 안 되는구만.
Champion Beetles. Remember how I said Champion Fallen are busted good? Champion Beetles are also busted good. Man, I do wish he would have finished off that pack though. I guess he has 24, so he feels fine, but I'm like, that's still a really nice experience. Well, you have the experience shrine. You might as well. He does a good job using his hotkeys as well, which is something that we're not seeing every runner. Champ Beetle's even better than Fallen. They're just so good. So much
그럴 것 같긴
experience.
합니다. 분위기로만 따지면.
They're not dying is going nicely. Yeah, Beetle's base experience is really high too, so then when you get them with the champions, they're just like so much.
와 치명타가 저게 맞냐?
I don't know if it's worth
Yeah,
actually
don't
going
go
back and getting your mercenary. Getting your mercenary for Act 3 Mephisto fight. It's something that like half the runners do and half just say, just dodge it a little bit. Because the amount of time that it takes to run back and actually get the mercenary and everything, like obviously as well you do want to have it here.
하고 나올 리가 없지.
So, you know, like you do want to have it eventually. But
중대장은 실망했다. 어찌고 저찌고.
Pretty solid. Feels that way, Commander. I think it's good though. Yeah, he's got really, really nice. His like in-game skill is really high. Just like that was so well done. Honestly. It's hard to like, he looks kind of like a PvPer, honestly, with how well he moves his
가만히
menus
봐도
and
내려가는
stuff.
데밖에 없는데. 뭐가 나온 게 없냐? 네, 있고.
This is Korean. This is Novice's Korean run here. So we are watching the Hell Sorceress record run. Which
애들은 이제
is
그만 나와도 되지 않을까?
Ethrin, okay. He didn't get Am there, I was gonna
Am
say. If he
아닙니다.
got the Am or Thol. Man, that stealth has just been so clutch. Makes everything so much easier. I do wish you would dive a little bit on top. When you have the mercenary, diving can be a little bit better there.
나이스라고 하기에 이거 팔아야지.
So just to be a little faster.
Moo.
That's a funny looking necro on the screen. Easy to get a world record when you can teleport like a sorc.
Right? Thank you, Lego. So Act 4 is pretty much just a blitz through. It's literally just go as fast as you can, do the couple of side quests there, pray for an Amrune. That's pretty much it. I love the Korean Diablo.
이라다 좋은데.
공포가 지옥을 탈부하지 않게.
Yeah, look, he's got already 6 minutes of load times just in normal. That's crazy. Okay, he should have sold. I don't know why he didn't sell the gear. Like, you might as well dip in and sell just to free up a little bit of space.
내 마법이 호위망을 뚫을 거야.
그쵸, 레지 한 줄이죠. 없는
Because
거
you're
또한
going to be killing
뭐
Shank
아무것도
here.
가진 게 없으니까. 가진 거 없는 거 치고는 괜찮은 게 아닐까요?
And what if Shank
식공격
drops
장갑보단
2 plate
나은
mails or something, you know,
아무리.
whatever, like 2 dope. There's a plate mail or breastplate right there, you know. A war scepter, like all these things, and now you don't have space.
아무래도 10공속 장갑보단 낫지 않나.
Yeah.
이제 좀 쉴 수 있게.
He's not 25, is he? Oh, he's 25, okay. So he actually went to 25 there, not 24. Okay, so is he going to level right here? Possibly? Or just using this to go sell?
또 보세.
Wow, and he got the crystal sword immediately. That's really, really nice.
아, 크솔을 이미 먹어놔서 이거를. 그래서 안 주는 겁니다.
That's like super nice to
나름의
get an immediate
합리적인
white
이유가
crystal
있었다.
sword there.
밖에 말씀을 드릴 수가 없네요. 안 먹어져. 먹어졌구나.
A little slow. So now I guess he's gonna level. We'll see how much he wants to level right here. Okay, just a tiny bit, I guess. Get to 27 or something. Yeah.
노린다고 무조건 나오는
That's
건
all
아이템은
personal
아니라고.
preference. Because you just have to remember, you just kind of need to level wherever along the way. You have to hit 20 by normal ancients, 40 by nightmare ancients, and 60 by hell ancients. Dude, his FCR is blazing fast. He might be on the 63 breakpoint. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's just crazy. To have this early. That's
그죠, 말
wild.
그대로 이제 그냥 경우에서 보는 것뿐이라.
Well, let's see. 25, 45, 55, 60. Yeah, he does.
나오면 좋고 아니면 뭐 말고 그러니까 이런 느낌이라.
He's got 20 on his source, 25 on his stealth, and then two pieces. I think 2 rings with it. So that's pretty wild. Items wise, this has been an
커다랗게
insanely lucky
생각하면서
run.
보는 그런 느낌은 아닙니다.
Okay, gonna do some Anya leveling maybe.
10회
I don't think he has the AMI, but everything else I think he does, which is all you need for it.
와우.
Wow.
와우.
He gets a Thol rune right there. Oh my god, just... Dude, pick things up already. Oh my god. No, you need another spot for...
템 먹느라 시간이 너무 오래 걸려.
Jesus, that was...
사건 발생. 그래, 이거 운빨 노리는 게 맞아. 이왕이면 준 김에 엠론까지만
You can't have 20 yet? Oh snap.
100캔 넘어.
Wait. Yes, you can. You can have 20 at this point.
그런가요? 안 나올 때 있던데. 이상하다. 제가 하는 판.
I am pretty certain you can have 20 at this point.
까비.
I think at like 24 you can have it or something. Extra load time gives him more time to think it's advantage, yeah. Agreed.
이게 포션 안 줘? 너무한 거 아니야?
Agreed. Oh, the FCR is insane. Yeah, it doesn't start spawning on items until item level 29, but it's not required level 29.
아니, 엇갈당한다고 여기서? 개변수인데. 그래도 시간 많이 날렸다. 여기 왜 이렇게 많아?
This is at
한두
1x.
마리가 아니고.
With a little bit of Alright, let's see his skips. Let's see what his skips look like. Okay, gets wave skip 1.
콜레 개 높다 이렇게 보니까. 이게 나와?
Does not get 2. He came in too far on it.
애들은 너무 많이 나온 거 아니야? 애들은 이제 필요 없는데.
Gets 3. And I guess he wants to fight 4 and 5. Yeah, he's on player's 8, so he's gonna fight them. Good positioning. So 2 out of 3 skips. True, it is nice to have +1 lightning mastery for Bale and just further. It's a really nice time. 51, 52 minutes. The God gear.
공병 제물로 좀 나름 깔끔하게
Already has the
잡았네.
Thol rune. Literally already has the crystal sword. Just needs Amarin. Has some nice other pieces.
죽어.
Very nice. Very nice normal, 51-25. Yeah, very lucky. I mean, again, to get 63 FCR in normal without doing a single countess,
이게
that's
테스트할 때
that's
나오죠.
kind of disgusting.
그죠?
만화가 필요해.
뭐 맞은 거야?
Okay, gonna go level up. So now the goal is go to the countess.
아니다. 일단 최대한 가고 싶어.
And get experience
급한 거 아니야?
and get your Amrune pretty ASAP. That's pretty much what you want to be aiming for. He's going to go back and do the den. He forgot to set a town portal there.
이러고 잠깐 들립시다. 마나 포션이 없으니까.
I did a Chinese run before.
좋은 하루.
So.
무기는 뭐 딱히 없고.
He already did normal forge.
문제가 가득한 곳이.
Just gotta verify the corpse fire, I guess isn't. I mean, is Nightmare corpse fire ever lightning immune?
만화가
I
필요해.
don't feel like he should be, but
만화가 부족해.
he could be cold immune probably, and maybe physical. I don't know what he's looking there. Maybe lightning enchanted is just miserable. Something like that. Something like that. All my guides are on icy veins, and I've got some
맵을
druid
바꾸고
builds as well there. Elemental's pretty strong. You can just make sure you get a bear going a little earlier, maybe to help tank. You can also play a full summon druid, which then of course you have a lot to help tank, and in the summon druid you as well can become a bear yourself, so you get all the extra life from that.
롤에 왔는데 잘 안 나오네.
And then
이 형이 지금 사서 가고 싶은데.
he's looking for a lower resist charges wand right now, by the way.
자매다니 그대를 환영하오.
And then, you know, you can go from there.
좋은 하루요.
Any chance to do Ubers or declone? Declone isn't bad. You can just use an edge bow, shoot him once, and then he doesn't regen for the next 80 minutes, and you're
롤에
fine.
왔는데 빨리 나와. 제발.
Ubers,
너가 나와줘야
Ubers,
내가
you'd probably be respecing into a Fury Druid later on, which you can totally do, but I wouldn't recommend starting as a Fury Druid. Again, you can if you want. I think I have a Fury Druid guided playthrough as well that you can go look at. But generally, one, I'd recommend that you like more respec a little bit later once you've got some more gear and stuff, and then you can do Ubers with that.
21만 골드.
No
계속
pricey,
오긴
but
한데 없는 것보다 나으니까.
yeah, Arachnids is a little annoying here. Another point in Lightning Mastery. Is his Nova maxed? I guess so. Yeah. If his Nova's maxed, then that's actually the best synergy, I believe. Champion, fallen, but there's not a lot, sadly. Still nice experience.
짐이 너무 많아.
Is it always hardcore and speedrunning? No, there's hardcore and softcore runs. This is a softcore run right here. So again, now we're gonna go looking for the Am rune.
또 보자.
And
이곳은 수많은 비밀을 품고 있어.
poppables a lot of times will end up having them.
난 열심히
I've always
클릭을
found.
하는데 왜 가지를 못하니?
Like half the time I do these runs, it's actually just in a poppable that I find the Am rune. Especially like a super chest or something. Okay, yeah, his Nova is maxed.
짐이 너무 많아. 불가능해. 안 돼.
You definitely do a mix and match here as well of what you're actually, like how much leveling you're actually doing versus moving forward. You don't always stop for every boss. Oh, it's right behind you. It's right behind you. It's right behind you. Map reading could use a little bit. Instances like that.
솔.
Okay, you got Soul Rune, so that makes a lore.
지어 제 35렙이니까
That's really nice.
1인방으로 쭉 밀어버릴게요. 탈 뭐였냐? 저기는
But it's kind of like your main goal is getting Am rune, your secondary goal is leveling. So if you come across, you know, a nice group or something, sure, but it's a pretty good tower overall.
저기요. 그럼 좀 더 맛있게 주면 안 될까요?
또 보자.
Am is for spirit. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead. I like that he kept what do you call it? He kept like a 2 open socket bone shield and stuff. He's got good foresight and good theory crafting for sure.
적가하네.
How do you know what rune? You can't read Korean, I assume. You can somewhat know just by his expressions.
키리님 구독 감사합니다.
구독 감사합니다.
Oh my god. So Korean.
너만 오면 곤데 너가 안 오면 어떡하니?
만화가
이거
그래?
상당히 곤란합니다. 진짜 딱 하나만 오면 곤데 이게 안 와. 일단 오르트 솔도
Shows how powerful good FCR is. He's making some technical mistakes, but still. Yeah, I mean it's.
그렇습니다. 무려 M룸만 진짜 남은.
I already played in
그런
Chinese.
아찔한 상태랄까?
Maybe a cute llama dance.
하하. 이런 식이면 곤란해.
안녕하신가?
빌드업이
오케이.
다 끝나 있는데
Getting a little unlucky with the M rune.
진짜 너만 오면 고야.
But thankfully, you can also see it's not that long of a run down there. Like compare it to the Necro, where
줄 3개 아닌가?
you know, think of how long it takes the Necro to go through the
그런데
entire
나 지금
tower, right? You have to
체력
run to the
없는 걸로
tower. You
기억하네.
have to go down through all 5 levels, running around, blah blah blah.
체력까지만 없네.
You don't
아까
have to do that
안 먹었던 게
here
스노볼이 글로 가네.
at all. It's like 20 seconds for an entire run. Which obviously, you know, like it does make it. You don't want to do too many of them because you will be losing time. But it's not quite as
Nice.
punishing.
오케이. 기분이 나쁘긴 한데 아예 못할 정도의 그건 아니네요.
안녕하신가?
달리기만 하면 되니까.
Okay, he got the M rune. Talthal or
이텐투님 구독 감사합니다. 물결
구독 감사합니다. 35팩 나온 것도 레전드네. 뭐 나머지 필요 없는 35팩 나온 것도 레전드.
let's see what roll he got.
이텐투님 구독 감사합니다.
35. Oh my god.
물결
구독 감사합니다. 35팩 나온 것도
This
레전드.
guy.
뭐 나머지 필요 없는 건 팔고.
어서 오시오.
이건 냅둘까?
He rolled 35 FCR.
네, 35팩.
Man, he's so good at respecing.
마법이 존재했더라도 이미 사라진 지 오래인 것 같고.
Eh. I don't mind throwing the initial blizzard on the champion skeleton archers, but no reason to waste your time diving in further. You throw the initial blizzard in case it was fallen there, pretty much. There's been a few times he's gone after skelly, like champion
엄청
skeletons.
빠른 건 아니고요.
They're pretty much always worthless.
그냥 할만하다 정도?
I don't like that play. Small thing, but you know.
일단 팩해가 65라는 게 가장 베스트인 거죠. 아무래도 한동안 팩해 안 나올 때 많았으니까. 이게 웨이포인트. 어디로 올라가야 되니? 여기구나.
Yeah, his source is better, is extremely well geared.
주물이 뭐 좋아요. 목걸이 맛있는 거 혹시 나왔어요?
Absolutely wildly well geared. Not gonna check for fallen in there. Nice and done with the lower res one.
아니 텔포가 씹히면 너무한 거 아니야?
His res were okay. He had some res pieces. Better than most people are gonna have at this point.
아니 클릭이 안 돼. 그래.
Which low run's the most annoying to find? Honestly, trying to find like L or Eld is really annoying.
어지간하면 소설을 잘 안 하니까 감이 없는 게 당연한 게 아닐까요? 탈목 나와도 못 써서.
Yeah, he's still on the 63 breakpoint.
지금 상태에서는 굳이 나올 거면. 근데 그거 낄 수 있나? 생각해보니까 못 끼지 않나? 쪼랩 때.
Nothing's changed. You have to go up to the 105 after that, so. Wow, he found Telling of Beads? Holy cow. +1 to all skills. Set amulet. That's redonkulous.
죽어요.
Okay. Dude, he's got some really nice finds. He's got some insane finds. This is some nice gear, man.
이론상 캐리 가능. 네, 지금 상태에서 가장 베스트 아이템
That
먹을
is
것
some
같아요. 낄수 있는
insane
베스트
gear. I don't. Good gear drops,
아이템.
man.
만화적 구조가 돼. 귀찮.
Good gear just drops. I'm just envious, yeah. I'm like, I want some. Huh. I would have stopped to kill those dudes out there. You're gonna stop for the 2 champion snakes, but you're not gonna stop for the 4 boss packs that are up there? Ah, he will go back to kill them. Thank you. It's like he was listening. He's like, fine, I'll do it. Okay, might as well drop on this boss group as well. Also, he ran past Beetle Burst up there. Could have stopped and turned to kill there as well, but it's all fine. Again, you're just always trying to balance.
그런 거 나오면 말이 안 되죠. 솔직히 현실적인 문제니까. 이 스킬의 콜레라서 콜레도 은근히 많이 중요하거든요. 맨 땅에서는 콜드가
Gonna go
생각보다
back
많이
for Beetle
아파가지고.
now? No. Dude, I gotta skip ahead through his load times. They're so slow.
냉기가 높네. 좋아요. 이러면 냉기 걱정 하나도 안 해도 되겠다. 이거 팔아도 될 것 같고 레지 챙길 거 없나?
He should definitely be belt
그렇죠.
popping with a demon hide sash
그래서
on.
노멀까지만 느리고 나이트메어부터는
At that
아예
point, it's
다릅니다.
just
꽤
2
다른
pops,
게임이래요.
and you're great. You've
템포가
got pretty much
더
everything you need.
시더 스태프?
Another
필요
unique.
골든 충분해.
Also, you shouldn't actually save quit here.
사냥 속도도
Well, with the loads, I wonder where it
다른
ends up
답답해.
being.
이거 하다가 다른 거 하면 답답이 죽죠 진짜로. 컨트롤 줄수록 다른 캐릭 하면 답답이 죽습니다.
It's actually probably pretty close.
약간 소설이스 정특 같은 느낌.
Second way. First way, normal. Second way, nightmare.
비켜줄래? 그래.
What's that even like? did, Junkie.
정선 먹게 해주실래요?
It's a really nice experience right there. And just level up again. Juicy. Wow. So good.
응? 잠깐만.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my
어디
god.
있는 거야? 무서운 녀석. 그냥 갈 뻔했네. 아, 그래. 그거 때문이구나.
Slight loss on foresight there, but not
한번
much.
덤비러 가볼까요? 잠깐.
Gonna go up here with his experience shrine and try and get a little bit more worth, a little value. Again, great theory crafting. Stuff that you do in those tiny little seconds and things that you do when you have to, because that's not like a standard thing, you know. Anybody can
이게 맞네.
think of standard play, but
아니, 테이퍼가 씹히면 어떡합니까?
that's not like the most standard thing, especially when you have the experience shrine. It's just such a such a thing to do.
제 기준.
What's this resolution? He moved it down to like 1600 something, right?
제가 패캐 나왔을 때 퍼포먼스가 좀 장난 아닌 편이라 그나마. 그나저나 맵은 또 왜 이렇게 생겼니? 기분 나쁘네.
Is it wider than normal? Is that what he was doing, or what? I mean, it looks normal to me.
안 닿냐?
But
그래, 안 닿으면 어쩔 수 없지.
we'll have to go back and look a little later.
약탈자 나이스.
RNG is a huge double-edged sword in speedrun because it adds an element of luck, but adaptive optimization is way more interesting to watch. I think, like, yeah, it's having RNG makes it super interesting,
이게 웨이프.
but with that, again, you have to recognize luck just plays a part. Somebody's just gonna fourth way every single time. Is there a black bar at the top and bottom? I don't see a black bar. Yeah, adds a ton of excitement. Okay. He's flying, man.
그저 맵 피장 나오면 솔직히 게임 터진다 봐도 인정이라고 생각합니다. 이제 깍을 좀 더 찍어야 되나? 아, 좀 무섭다. 깝치지 말죠, 얘네한테.
That's scary. Probably not enough in there worth. So I wake up in the middle of the night and scream, "Fourth way!"
어쩔 수 없지. 안
Feels
죽는
like it.
녀석을 칠 순 없으니까.
Nice shrines as well. A lot of good experience shrines along the way. Ooh, nice. What level is he? Keep missing it barely. Show me your level.
아, 어까야 그거. 느려. 클릭 안 돼.
Oh my god. Trying to catch it.
아니에요, 전성이 풀 세팅이에요. 뭐 없어요.
We'll catch it right
엄청
here.
판이 좋다고 말하는 게
46.
풀 세팅이에요. 루너드 지금 낄 거 하나도 없어요. 이미 풀 세팅이라. 전승
Pretty
스킬이
solid.
뭐였냐 그런 거 다 껴있는 상태라 엄청나게 좋은 판입니다 지금. 도대체 맵이 어딘가?
What are you doing?
여기서 꺾이네? 뭔 맵이야 이게? 내가 이해를 못한 건가? 그럼
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just go right here immediately. A little bit of weird decision making. He thought he was catching it as an inner map, I guess. But coming straight down and stuff didn't really make a lot of sense. He should have just kept running counterclockwise there.
난 가까이 안 가면 그만.
Because there was still some space over to the left of where he was, where it could have been, and then obviously right here as well, so.
안 죽네.
So you're gonna turn in the Jade figurine, I guess? Okay, yeah.
이러면 콜드 플레이.
Yeah, he replaced his 10 FCR. Right there. Because he doesn't need it. He was at 80 FCR. So he's fine.
이게 더 좋은 것 같은데.
A little slow in decision making. Some questionable, yeah, map reads and decision making definitely his slower points. Questionable, suspicious? No, just like not as great. Like non-optimal. He's sometimes he's a little slow in his decision making on certain things, and then he doesn't always read maps correctly, so it's cost him a little bit of time. He rolled a 35% on his spirit. But he's very, again, skill-wise, he is very good mechanically with that, and he's got really good theory crafting, very good adaptability with it, pretty decent foresight.
이제 헤빙 필요 없어요. 콜드 레이저 너무 높아서.
But
그쵸.
Yeah.
아쉬운 거죠 저런 거. 말고.
building a good understanding of his strengths and weaknesses. He should be belting more often. He is not belting as much as he should be.
아니 잠깐만. 텔포가 씹히는 건 억까 아니에요? 아무튼 억까임.
He plays League of Legends with a mouse in
한
his
번만
right
올리고.
hand. Isn't that where everybody has their mouse generally?
잠깐 1인방으로 바꾸고 비주얼을 위해서. 오, 오케이. 맵 발견했고 비주얼이 어디 있을까? 찾았다.
Pretty good visual searching. Good skill and yeah, very good luck. Very good luck skill as well.
이 정도 하고 여기서 이제 턴 화염 쪽으로 다 찍으면 되겠다.
Yeah, with 12 belt slots, it can be pretty, it's like ever so slightly faster to pop the belt, unless you're very specifically wanting like only mana potions or something, you know, that you're buying and you're not going to fill with any health pots or whatever it is. So there are instances where you want to just straight buy, but with 16, I mean, it's the same idea, but generally you're almost always belt popping at that point. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
노잼이네.
Yeah. This is also why you run Desace first in Nightmare, because he's the only mob that can spawn Cold Enchanted in Nightmare, so... You want to generally go check him first, just so if you need to reset, you can reset a little bit faster. Now, the nice thing is, he does get all this experience again, so it's not the end of the world.
왜 이렇게 뭐도 안
It's a
해봐?
pretty easy experience over there. I don't know if that's a minus to foresight, or just something that he doesn't think about. Hasn't, like, you know, strategized,
Oh.
right?
조정이 안 돼.
So you don't really want to say there's no
Okay.
foresight if it's something that he hasn't learned or thought, you know, about learning, whatever.
잘못이 솔룬.
Scale 110. Well, we have to do our rankings system after the run.
그니까요. 겁나 많네요.
But he does a very good job
그러니까
using,
차이가
again, what the environment gives him.
아 그만. 아 미쳤어 얘. 시간 날리네 얘 때문에. 기분 나빠. 아니 계속 차지 써가지고.
I think you
분리가
can
다
speedrun
피하네.
eating your veggies. It's a good thing to speedrun.
아니 너무 맛없는 거 아니야?
He said too slow.
내 마법이 포위망을 뚫을 거야.
I mean, he's moving. He's moving well. He's had first and second like arcanes. He's had 2 great march skips. He's had pretty good maps all around.
살살 하리도.
Not too many trolling maps besides that like Claw Viper Temple and stuff.
예, 진짜 아파. 아픔 진짜.
하루가 수도
He's got godly item drops. Getting like that telling of beads and stuff as well is just massive. See what he does for leveling here. Okay, I actually want to see this menu in here. Let's take a look.
반갑네.
See, like, you might as well be belt popping at this point. Pop a belt. Just slows you down too much. Okay, so he just does one little level. I guess he's 52 already.
클릭을
Right,
했으면
shouldn't
좀 깔끔하게 되자.
Is he gonna do Anya?
웨이포인트 탔으니까 먼저 그냥
Mm-hmm. Very quick on these things, though. You can definitely see where he shaves his time, you know.
아 왜?
Nope.
왜?
And where he loses this time.
좀 주면 안 돼?
I have to go upload some
깔끔하게
of them.
주면 얼마나 편해. 라레를 어디서 챙기지?
But he is fast, yeah. 11 minutes of load time. That's insane.
아씨, 마법 면역이었어. 가려져서 못 봤네.
That was painful. Begins the Hydras. It's in Korean because he is Korean.
막심의 미음. 왜 이렇게 안 맞냐?
Yeah. Get insane FCR, man. That's your secret. Why not set up a hotkey for TP? So to cast a TP, you have to actually use like your frames to do so. But if you just right-click it from your inventory, 0 frames. Just instantly happens. Your character doesn't have to go through any casting ability, which also means if you're trying to cast a TP and you get hit, you can get interrupted from casting it. But if you just right-click your tome, you don't have that. So.
아우 아우. 한참 걸렸네. 생각보다 여기서 시간 많이 끌렸네.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the guys around his blizzard there as well, and not just immediately boarding.
아우 제발. 눈치 챙겨 얘들아.
Interesting they don't skip waves. You don't want to skip all the waves on Sorceress because you are looking to get experience, and she kills pretty quickly. So. So it varies, right? Like on the Necromancer speedrun, I'm skipping normal Nightmare and Hell waves. So I'm trying to get 15 skips in that run. On this character, I'm skipping wave 1, 2, 3 of normal, and then Hell waves. And I'm killing 4, 5, and then all the waves in Nightmare. But just varies based on, you know, again, how your character does with the waves and everything. So we had a 51 minute, roughly, 52 minute normal. Maybe like 51:30. I'm gonna be about a 127:30 right here. So about 35 minutes for Nightmare.
바쁘다 바빠.
Almost
너무
exact.
집중하는 느낌이 없지 않아 있나?
과탐의 단위
And he's got really good leveling. Again, he's almost max on his levels. God, I wish he would just pop his belt. He's at 57. So he just needs a little bit more, which we'll see. He just is going to grab a little bit out here. See what he can come across. Go 58. Just need 60 and then go crazy. $59 coming up right here. Level 60 is when you're allowed to do the ancients. So, and at this point, he should go forward, in my opinion. There's no point in really hitting 60 because you're going to get experience in the Chaos Sanctuary. So,
달려.
no reason.
근데 이렇게 갈 길이 없어.
No reason to
이제 레벨링 신경 하나도 안 써도 돼요.
get there
여기가
exactly.
지금 베스트인 상황이죠. 여긴 아니고.
What are you doing? No, go top left, top left, top left, top left,
뭐야 여기 아니라고? 직접
top
얘기해.
left.
내
go
예상 많이
left.
부셔버리네. 아닌데? 여기 맞잖아. 왜 안 넘어가졌지 방금? 아까 니은 아까만 하네.
안다니엘의 요새는
The map reading, some of the map reading has been rough. It's not like all over. Again, he reads maps generally pretty well, but
이미 사라진 지 오래인 것 같고
he's had a couple. Yeah, this is what Kano feels like watching me. He's had a couple where it's like just bashing his head there. Somebody said even with the experience shrine. Yeah, even with the experience shrine. Because again, you don't want to over level. There's no point in over leveling. So there's no reason to be level 66 or whatever. Yeah, you'd be a little bit stronger, but the time that it takes to get to level 66 is just a complete waste. So you just want to hit 60 and then finish the game, right? The optimal will always be pretty much there. One of the few exceptions is like the normal Necro is not 20 or 21 after Ancients, but he needs a couple more levels because he's so weak. A couple extra points in normal actually does a lot for his Bone Spear. So that one, we kind of do see a little bit. However, if you rolled like a +3 Bone Spear Wand, maybe you do just go 20. Or if you got that plus, you know, maybe Bone Spear on a Necro head or something as well.
근데 포션이 왜 이렇게 없냐?
Pretty sure I can beat this. First way Arcane, second way Arcane. Found a stealth in Act 3 of normal. I do wish he'd gotten the... he's gonna just run back, I guess. I do wish he'd grabbed the waypoint in the dry hills that he passed, because then he could have just immediately gone to that right now and then tellied back.
그래 그래.
But it's actually pretty close by, so it'd be kind of similar. Not too much time loss, if anything.
No. 63.
They asked if he's on the 105 breakpoint. No. 63, but he's also been on the 63 breakpoint since normal, which is insane, and since normal without even farming the tower to get stealth, which is extra insane. Like, it's very rare. It's rare to even get on the 37 breakpoint by the end of normal with this. Then you generally get your spirit and your stealth at the Nightmare Tower. Now you have 25 plus 25 to 35, so you want at least 28. That gives you 58, and then 60 or 28, 38, 48, 53. Excuse me.
70.
And then you get a 10 FCR piece of jewelry somewhere, and hope you get one 10 FCR piece along the way, and then you're on your 63 breakpoint. So generally, Spirit plus Stealth plus one ring or Ami gets you your 63 breakpoint, and in about half the runs. Oh my god. Really? First, second, first? Hey, I went fourth, fourth, third today in my world record run, so you know, we're basically the same.
깔끔하게. 오우씨.
Wow, and a godly tome.
액트 돌아는 게.
That's insane. I did 4, 5, 3. You're right, because I died
열려.
on the
라찬.
4th. Well, jelly in the voice. I'm just saying, when you say Llama can beat this, I need a little something too. Why does he not have a point in fire mastery?
Fourth, fifth, third, you died in NM at Summoner.
Yeah. It was gross. Goes to Act 3.
Oh, what? Okay.
Let's just see him finish up. Nice.
지나갈게.
Smooth there. I swear to God, if he gets another skip.
약탈자는
Okay,
일단
no
스킵이
skip
안
at
나와.
the 3, 4,
좋겠네.
5, 6.
Skip.
Oh my God, he got it.
나이스.
3 Great Marsh skips.
여긴 아니고. 안 넘어가지고. 아니네. 낚였네.
First, second, first. Great Marsh, 3 skips. It's like the anti-llama, man.
오케이. 올라가는 맵 없고. 여기서 왼쪽 꺾이는 거 깔끔하게 나와주면 안 돼? 오케이. 나이스.
Really nice teleporting there. His teleporting is high
이건
class.
좀 많이 무서울지도.
He's cutting all the angles really well,
텔 씹히는 건 엇가임.
which
아무튼
is
엇가임.
not easy to do. But he's got a really good understanding of how you should be teleporting and cutting and stuff. Again, I'd kind of put it under theory crafting.
Where is 어딨어? 여기 있구나. 왓. 좀 죽어주면 안 될까? 그래.
Yeah. His clicking speed and accuracy is
그니까요. 상당히 무서웠다 할까?
high class.
저기요, 아파요. 클릭이 안 되네.
Again, there's like a few
기록
PvP
내려면
streamers
안
and
돼도
players
해야죠.
that I watch and have
어쩔 수
practiced with and
없습니다.
stuff.
소설이스는 안 돼도 해야 돼요.
And he reminds me a lot
때까지 해야
of
돼요.
them, honestly, which is a really big compliment because they're insanely good with their
안 되면 될 때까지 하는 수밖에 없다.
just like accuracy and teleporting and
저기요?
everything. Ooh.
살살 아니.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Novice actually like
데미지
used to be a
효율이 별로라서
PvP
살아요.
player or something. I feel like he'd be able to chain telly stomp me easily. Live spit. Yeah,
무슨 일로 오셨습니까?
it's hard to
손 굳었어.
think about beating this run because that so fast 63 FCR and stuff just is godly,
얼라리.
you know, plus the great arcanes and the
포기하죠, 이제.
great, you know, Act 3 maps and things like that. Like there's been a lot of good luck and telling of beads, you know, just like finding into 20 FCR on the orb early there and stuff. There's been a lot of really nice things that feels like I'm probably not gonna be able to replicate that exactly. But
저기요. 화가 잔뜩이 나 있네요. 그래요.
there's, you know, always a chance. Did he get a
저기요.
check
저 뭐
to
맞았다고
see
티가
what Desai says?
깨끗인가요?
I guess so, yeah. Really nice map, not too bad at all. I reset.
아, 그래.
Fire cold immune. I one time had a speed run
저기요.
13 times in a row.
괴물이다.
Desace or Infector
현실적으로 이건 아니야.
rolled cold fire immune. I had to reset
이런 게 억까죠.
13
극복 안 되는
times.
억까. 그래서 없는 녀석을 줬다.
It was absolutely insane. He's had some really nice,
아이씨, 갑자기 뭔가 날라왔어.
really nice luck here. And there you go. There's the 60 I was talking about. You just naturally get it here. He even over-leveled ever so slightly. Not just being like flooded with mobs though here.
아야.
Never go to Vegas. I don't do well with lucky games. Really nice kill there.
저기요. 님 갑자기 거기서 튀어나오면 당황스럽다니까.
Like not having the seals swarmed is really nice. 'Cause that gets so annoying. I feel like Desace is gonna walk backwards and just head over to all that stuff over there. It tends to naturally do that. At least if I'm doing it.
저기요. 저 한 대 맞은 거 아니었어요?
Surprised Desace hasn't moved actually. That's pretty wild. That would be a rough one, Big Shrubby.
비켜봐. 그래. 빨리 죽어주시고. 죽어줄래? 그래.
저는 못 들겠어.
Very, very nice Act 4. Not even death can save me. Very, very nicely done. this loads.
내 마법
Sub 5-minute Act 4, 138 to 142. 4 minutes and what, 12 seconds? It's really nice. Act 3 was 4 minutes, 21 seconds. It's nasty.
텔포가 써줬으면 좋겠는데.
Just
왜 이렇게
nasty.
텔포 많이 씹혀. 기분 나쁘게. 포션 좀 사러 갔다 올게요.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like I could run, you know,
무슨 일로
a really good time that could be similar, but oh my god, the potion buying is killing me though. But I would need to like I'd have to get really good item luck and map luck to go with it, you know.
근처에 있을
앰플은 선 넘네 진짜. 미친 거 아니야?
또 보세요.
I don't know if you need to reset that. There you go. Whoa.
기계 너 가져.
Don't know. Just go stand in that spot. There you go. Yeah, you just need to go, like, it can be sometimes hard because Corlick doesn't want to immediately leap on you.
Shit.
But you have to really, there you go. You have to really get into that hole. He was kind of taking his time getting into it and trying to be like dancing around on that left side of it, and that just doesn't work really. He uses 2 TP Tomb. Should we still steal this tech? I don't think you need to.
귀찮게.
Oh, teleport. That's annoying. She's the ancients. Honestly, half the time of Act 5 is just she's in Corlick.
그러면 지리긴 했겠죠? 근데 이거 2주얼 못 잡은 스토브 같기도 하고 2주얼이 안 나와서 안 나온 거 뭐 어떻게 할 수 있는 게 아니고
Okay. So he didn't go as much into Hydra.
앰플 1
He's only got plus 11 on it there.
잠깐 풀고 갈게요.
Yeah, like that map read isn't good either.
아니 앰플 그만 걸면 안 될까? 솔직히 무서운데.
That's all good there.
그래 앰플 풀어준 게 어디냐? 고맙다.
Nice maps. Ooh, sold.
그
Yeah, yeah, yep.
철근이가 없네.
Classic.
이게 레지가 낮으니까 한 틱이야 못
At
버티는.
this FCR, bad map reads like 5 seconds. Yeah, that's the
좀만
thing.
더
It's not
팠다가
like
아마
costing
됐을
him. But that's kind of not, I mean, not every map read, but a lot of map reads, you know, can be not the worst thing ever. Oh my god, he's got lower res on too. That sucks. but they can be still like
아 자꾸 한 마리씩 기어와.
miserably, it's just it's like small pieces that add up, right? You make a bad map read once, then twice, then 3 times, then 4 times, then 5 times.
오케이.
5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, and it adds up to a few minutes in the long run, And like I still make some myself, and you can feel it. All right,
나만 잘하면 돼.
let's see the skips. Can we 5-5? Nope.
이게 튀어나와? 아 잠깐만. 진짜. 와. 아니 로레봉 풀렸어.
That was a choice.
중요한 순간에 뭐하는 짓이야 이게. 멋대로 풀려 있어. Legend.
Extra fast Midora. I know where I'm teleporting. I think you got that one.
클링 비스는 아니고 로레봉이 풀려서 죽은 거라. 이게 다른 걸로 바뀌어서 죽었어. 텔 써졌어.
Actually, didn't see if you got that one.
아 왜 튀어나와?
He stayed in the frame too long again. Was that his only death? I think so. Well, no, he had the 2 in the throne room, I think, were his only deaths. If I'm not mistaken. Bale skipping does go back to LOD, yes.
그래.
It's always been in the game since the
믿고 있어.
expansion. We just didn't really figure it out until a few years ago. It just happened, and then eventually we said, okay, we got to figure out why this is happening.
근데 왜 화가 잔뜩 나 있냐?
I mean, it's offline, just the Korean client of the game. You can play the game in Korean and Chinese and German and all sorts of Spanish, all sorts of languages.
GG.
150-51. Whew! What a time. I mean, that's blazing. Definitely some luck in that run. I'm not gonna lie. There was definitely some luck. Which, I mean, there's gonna be luck in world record runs. You're gonna see that a lot, except my world record Necro where I didn't have it. But that one, that's pretty crazy. So the question is, how good is Novice Cho at Diablo 2? Speedrunning. Let's put up our ratings and see. Map reading, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I actually think his map reading is needs some work. There were many tiles that he was running way too far into. There was many tiles many ways where he was just going in the wrong direction. He was just like that hell where he was jamming up against the wall, in normal where he missed the exit, went all the way back to the in-view, then came all the way back. There was just a lot of map reading issues. Now the nice thing is on the Sorceress, once you're teleporting, a map read issue is not as big of a deal, right? Like it still takes time, but it's not as bad as if you have a character that has to literally run the entire way and then run the entire way back, right? That loses way more time. So I think playing Sorceress masked that a little bit. And I think if you go to speedrun.com, his best characters are the sorceress, and I think it makes sense for why with that. So I'm gonna give him that. In-game skills mechanics, I'm gonna give him 10 out of 10. Honestly, mechanically, he was so skilled. Like I said, he reminded me of the PvP players I've practiced with and played with, who are just insanely skilled with their mechanics of everything, blasting through his hotkeys of everything, great positioning and accuracy and teleports, superb. This was his strongest piece by far. Really good. That carries him for sure, being super good at the game. Decision making, I'm gonna go down to a 7 out of 10. I felt like there was multiple times where, like, he has good decision making in many ways with combat and things like that, but I felt like his decision making around like some of his items sometimes, and sometimes the monsters that he'd stop and kill, was a little iffy. Again, he fought multiple sets of champion skeletons and stuff when just did not need to at all. And he was kind of slow in some places with that. Foresight, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. There was a couple instances I noticed where, but this is a fast run as well. But there were a couple instances where I felt like he was underprepared, like with the not having the Heraldic Staff in his inventory in Hell and stuff like that. Or was it Nightmare, whichever one. But he did a really great job. He was often thinking of what is the next step coming up, and planning ahead for that, and just being really solid there. Theory crafting, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 as well. I thought, again, his adaptability to the game, going into some of those tombs that you normally don't go into in Act 3 there, because he had the experience shrine and he wanted to pick up a little extra while before he gets to the Travancore. He had the experience shrine again when he was at Duriel the one time, and while it was loading, there was a boss group back, and he ran back for that. One time he went into the Claw Viper Temple, it was really, really short there. He went back to go kill the boss and then go to the Maggot Lair. Like, he's very adaptable, and on the move, making a lot of adjustments. So I'd say 9 to 9.5 even, honestly. He had a lot of really good theory crafting. And adaptability is almost what I would want to say with theory crafting right there. Menuing, tough to say. I didn't love his potion buying. I didn't love his... Like, he was really fast in his menus, except when he'd have to make decisions. And then sometimes it was really slow. So I'm going to give him a 7.75 here. Because his menuing was really good. His respecking, I'm going to give him an 8, actually, just because his respecking was so dang fast. He had a godly respecking. But, again, when he had to, like, move some items around to make space for things and stuff and make some decisions with it, it slowed him down a lot. And his item reading speed, I felt like it was decent. Again, I think the decision making was more the issue, so I'm gonna give him an 8.5 on the actual item reading speed. And then he was just like a little slow in making a decision, but pretty good. I mean, if he ever really learns how to make some decisions a little faster and learns maps better, I'm scared of him. That's all I can say. I'm extremely scared that he will just dominate. Because he played so well. Yeah, he was blazing fast. And luck, 10 out of 10. Crazy luck in that run. What you gonna do, man? Well, GG. That is today's episode of your Daily Dose of Diablo. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Peace, everybody. Have a good one.